what's happening, everyone? Pragmatic Addict here. I'm here with JTJ. We're going to be talking about episode 3 of the 3rd season of Mike Judge's Beavis and Butthead. So these two episodes are titled Scent of a Dumbass and New Couch. I was really looking forward to the first one, particularly in this one, because it just sounded so much like classic Beavis and Butthead episode. Like, just reading it, it made me think of the episode Spanish Fly.
Oh, that's that stuff that makes chicks horny.
It makes chicks horny? Really? Cool. Let's get some. Yeah.
So this episode reads, Beavis and Butthead mistake a can of pepper spray for men's cologne. So the way that they get the pepper spray in this episode, it was funny with just how it's addressed and to the way that Beavis and Butthead just pop into the episode. It was funny enough as a sequence of events. But I'm just gonna say, them coming to the assumption that this mace is cologne, I got it, like, as humor, but it just wasn't as funny, wasn't as dumb. It just felt a little bit too easy to me. Even going further with them trying to explain the pain that comes with it, it just didn't quite work for me because Butthead seems to know enough, or at least know something about cologne. But regardless, particularly why Butthead tortures Beavis in this episode, I still enjoyed that enough as just classic Beavis and Butthead. And where the episode ultimately goes once this mace runs out, one scene involving a kiosk at the mall that they're in where they're trying to pick up the chicks, as well as the actual final sequence, which was a scene that I was really looking forward to once I saw it in the trailer, just to see how over the top it was going to be and where it would actually be included. It was a funny enough finale and had a fun enough final punch. But the standouts to me in this episode were the cutaways, particularly the first one, which was them commenting on Paranormal Investigation.
Yeah, that guy in the Paranormal Investigation, he kind of looked a little bit like Pragmatic Addict. At first glance, it kind of looked like him. I just wanted to point that out because it was kind of funny.
I can't actually remember what he looked like. I remember you saying that he looked like me, but I was too wrapped up in what the fuck they were saying, because I'm just gonna say, there is a pretty dark passage that Beavis says that I think is one of his more alarming ones. It's one of those cutaway moments where Beavis just kind of gets on like a tangent, just says something that's very absurd, and Butthead doesn't even know how to react. He's just kind of stunned, and just his classic reaction to it, as well as just his and Beavis's one-liners in general for this commentary, it was just a banger cutaway segment, and it was fun just as the subject of commentary in Beavis and Butthead. As a horror fan, seeing this Paranormal Investigation with Beavis and Butthead commenting on it, it's not something I recall Beavis and Butthead exactly commenting on. It was just a fun new kind of slice of commentary for them.
You know what I'd like to see them do a commentary on?
Huh.
What was that horror movie recently we saw?
I was gonna say, what, you want to see them commenting on our reviews?
No. It was that one horror film with the two girls. They were trying to
Heretic?
No. It was they were trying to find a ghost in this house.
Oh, House on Eden.
House on Eden.
Yeah.
I want to see them commenting on House on Eden,
especially with the butt shots in that movie.
Yeah, Butthead or Beavis is going to go really into that one.
I'm just saying, there was a reason why I didn't give it a full half a star. Oh, wait, no, I did give it half a star in Letterboxd. But there was one redeeming thing about it. But I also enjoyed the second cutaway in this episode as well. It's not as strong as the first, but the type of roasting and commentary that Beavis and Butthead are doing, the types of topics they're getting into when commenting like on the people, like the type of scenarios they're putting them into, got a good amount of laughs out of me. And overall, I'll give this episode a pass.
I remember at the beginning, it was just kind of funny. They're talking about how they stole the mace from that army dude.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually a police officer.
Oh, was it a police officer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're calling it an army dude.
And they're all talking about how this guy clearly gets chicks. I'm like, he's a fat police officer. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I got the humor. It was funny, but I'm just like, what makes them think... If anything, I can imagine Beavis saying that and Butthead ripping on him for thinking Beavis sounds gay or Beavis is into guys or something. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I got the humor, but it didn't quite work. It felt just too easy.
I would rate this one a 7.7 6.
So this episode reads, middle-aged Beavis and Butthead struggle to get a new couch into their apartment. What I want to get into with like how the episode starts is how much this couch means to them. It's actually quite sad because it really does feel like this is the nicest couch Beavis and Butthead have ever seen. And I'm not saying that this couch looked bad or anything, but it did just accidentally fall out of the back of a truck into a parking lot, and I think was used? I don't know, or maybe it wasn't, which actually sounds even funnier, especially when you think about where the episode ends. Maybe it is like the first new couch that they've ever seen, but Beavis saying things like, oh, it doesn't even look like it's been peed or slept on, and going as far as to thinking that owning a couch that looks this nice, which again, nothing against the couch, but it does just look like an ordinary couch. Yeah, it's a fine couch. But with them thinking that just owning this couch is going to be the answer to all their problems, to like them finally scoring, it was just well-written humor to start the episode off with. And when they are actually trying to move this thing upstairs, we actually see the girl from the first episode of middle-aged Beavis and Butthead in this season. And it was nice that they incorporated her somehow, because with us seeing this location again, it made it feel more canon, and how fun she was as just a one sequence in that first episode to how much she actually gets to do in this episode. I'm hoping that we continue to see her more in this season. Like, her actually being what motivates them to move the couch up the stairs after they fail the first time. Because after they fail the first time, Beavis wants to give up, where Butthead just breaks out with this like inspirational and triumphant speech of how they're gonna do this so that they can score with Donna and her friends, which is this girl's name, which again was just nice to get more info with her, along with how much of a role she actually plays in the episode. Because when they're trying to move the couch up to their apartment the first time, Donna is walking down the stairs as they're trying to move the couch up, and she takes it that they're finally moving out, and says that she's gonna throw a party and have all of her girlfriends over. But that whole sequence with Butthead, that was just a really unusual brand of humor for Beavis and Butthead, and was really fun to see. Which, this episode actually has a lot of just really fresh, new, fun humor for Beavis and Butthead. Like, the first time that they're attempting to move this couch up the stairs, Butthead actually gives an all-timer dick move that fell in line with something that I could see Patrick doing to SpongeBob in a SpongeBob episode. A couple of things, actually. The first one involving him, again, moving this couch for the first time, and the second involving a rope, which also just leads to more of like a slapstickish kind of gag involving Beavis on the balcony and Butthead on the ground again with this rope. But now, with the episode wrapping up, also going back to Donna, without spoiling anything, there was a part of this finale that had both of us just doing an audible gasp, because it was just such a funny reveal. And the actual close of this episode, which involves the couch, again, just new, fresh, fun humor for Beavis and Butthead, and again, makes the episode of this couch being a brand new couch, makes it that much funnier. And overall, I'm definitely going to give this one a positive review.
When you talked about how it fell off the back of a truck, it's kind of like, what could that have been the place where they bought the couch that just lost their couch out of their truck? And it's like, they could have gotten a free couch.
Or maybe it was the same thing with, maybe it was like a nod to the first movie where that TV that they find, their TV, it's like it falls out of the truck, and then they're like, God damn it, worthless piece of crap, whatever. So maybe that was like a couch, because with how it fell out of the truck, maybe someone was stealing it. And maybe that makes it even funnier. Maybe it was actually a really expensive, really, like, actually high up couch.
Stole one.
So that just makes it even funnier, actually.
I would rate this one a 8.1.
With all that being said, guys, that's going to do it for our review of Beavis and Butthead episode 3. Let us know what you guys thought of these episodes for those that did see them down in the comments below. With all that being said, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one next week. Take care.